keeping up appearances. When our busy schedules would allow, we would meet up at Eddie's bar to catch up with the latest feats we have achieved our separate kingdoms. We were still the three crabs. To whoever remembered us from our days of jumping over school fence to buy some palm wine underneath the Neem tree next to Red Cat's workshop. Red was no longer there, and neither was the tree. But from the way you'd heard us go on about the fun we had during those days, you would walk out of Eddie's bar expecting to find the old tree sitting tall and proud in the corner. You'd expect to see Sweetie underneath the tree, jealously guarding her pot of gold and dishing out some of the good stuff. We relive our memories during the nights of Eddie's bar. We'd laugh at Collins's predicament when he thought he had impregnated Pastor Intim's daughter, and Nate's stammering that became very serious anytime we were in trouble, which was always. We'd try to count the number of times we had been dragged to school, half drunk, by some of the concerned parents. We'd laugh with some regret at how frequently our mothers had to make trips to the school to beg for us not to get expelled. If they are in school, they spend only half the day drinking. If you sack them from the school, they will spend the whole day drinking. Is that better? Nate would mimic his own mother's words for our merriment. That's how we had earned the name the Three Crabs. Because crabs, very much like drunk people, could never walk in a straight line. When we're done dredging up old memories, we'll talk about the present. Nate will tell us about his new business he was working on that would fetch him millions in revenue. Collins will regale us with stories about how much he hated his job at the bank and how he was only still working there because of this one chick he had yet shunned. I'd in turn tell them of the cocoa farm that I inherited from an uncle and how the price of the product was increasing year after year. Nate lived off his auntie somewhere in Accra. Collins worked in the post office and not in a bank, and he would quit his job even if he wanted to. Me, I'd messed up my chances of owning a cocoa farm a long time ago. And when the guys had their fill of beers and kebab, one of us always miraculously paid for. They'd leave me behind in the bar. I'd quietly sneak into the dark, slip on an apron, and continue washing the glasses and plates of people who were keeping up appearances too. One way or the other, keeping appearances.